Good morning. I'm Trooper Steve, Stephen Monteiro from WKMG News 6, part of your number one morning team. We're live right side inside of Results One. I even have one of my self-made branded shirts getting branded there in the back. It's like a nice t-shirt for the summer. It's hot. But it's Tuesday, and it's a beautiful Tuesday. It's hot, it's muggy, but it is gorgeous outside this morning. We're currently southbound along Conway Road, just crossing Anderson Road, southbound, making our way towards Shenandoah Elementary School. Steve, what are you doing going towards an elementary school in the middle of summer? Well, we're going to talk about just that here in a second. But there's so many things that you need to be aware about when you're driving around. Look at that right there, the flashing yellow light with the sign that says emergency signal. It's a temporary light that is only available when the fire station wants to pull out. I think we all wish we had our own traffic light for that kind of stuff, but it's something that plays a little bit into what we're talking about today, and that is school zones. When you think, you're going to hear me say when you think a lot during today's brief stream, because that's the problem. We are thinking too much for our own and not knowing enough on the road. I'm trying to paint a little picture here, have a little conversation about it, because too many times, just like, tree in the road, look at that. That's not good. Need to get that cleaned up. That storm probably knocked that down. But I use the comparison making a left on a green light and approaching traffic. How many times do I hear after I've showed up on a crash scene, someone will be like, well, I thought I could make it. Well, you thought wrong, because now I'm here and you got T-boned. So you need to know. You need to be 100% sure and knowledgeable about what's going on around you and vehicles and the rules and stuff. So that's what we're out here talking today. So we're getting ready to head out and come over here towards Shenandoah. But as I'm looking here on the traffic map, looks like we have a problem out here along Clyde Morris area and International Speedway Boulevard. Looks like International Speedway Boulevard heading eastbound at Clyde Morris. Seeing severe delays at the moment because of what could be an overturned vehicle. So Daytona, please be careful. Volusia County, again, Clyde Morris Boulevard in the area of Volusia County. So out here, we are traveling close to Shenandoah Elementary School, and there are signs. As you're out here, I want you to pay attention to these signs for me this morning, because we're going to talk about certain things. And normally during this hour, what we just drove through would have been considered, on a normal day, a school zone. And we're going to pull over. We're going to talk briefly about what Florida law says on school zones. But what happened right now? It is Tuesday in the middle of summer, or let's use an even better example. Saturday, any given day, right? Saturday, I'm going to pull over here for a second so we can talk. It's Saturday, you're driving out there, and the next thing you know, you're driving through this Shenandoah Elementary School area, and the lights are flashing. What? It's Saturday. Why are the lights flashing? Would you be required to slow during that time and obey that light? That's a really good question that's been presented. And the idea of thinking is not allowed here. The action of doing is what is required. Because, let's talk about this portion for just a second. So you're out and about, you're driving through, that guy just whacked the gate in front of me. Look at this, guys. I don't know if you could see this, but there is a guy across the street. He just hit the sign with his car, the gate, excuse me. You see him messing with the stanchion across the street, and he's trying to connect it back to the gate. I wish I could zoom in on this. That'd be so cool. And he just busted the gate. That's what happens when you're a clown and you don't pay attention. But so you're driving through the school zone on a Saturday morning, Saturday 9 o'clock in the morning. Your kids are at home. You're driving through your local area, and to your surprise, the lights are flashing. Would you be required to obey that signage, that indicator of a school zone? Well, let's talk about this. Florida Statute 316.1895, and it established of the school zone enforcement and the designation. Now, down on the way bottom, there's a lot of stuff in there, but a school zone speed limit may not be less than 15 miles per hour except by local regulation, and no school zone speed limit shall be more than 20 miles per hour in an urbanized area, as defined. Such speed limit may be in force only during those times 30 minutes before, during, and 30 minutes after the periods of time when pupils, aka students, are arriving at a regularly scheduled breakfast program or a regularly scheduled school session and leaving a scheduled school session. Okay? But the question is, what's regularly scheduled? That's not up to us to define. That's up for the district to define, right? So permanent signs, designated school zones, and school speed limit signs will be uniform size and color. So that's why we get so used to seeing them, because they're consistent. But if something is scheduled on the school district calendar, that it would be considered regularly scheduled. So if a school zone was active on a Saturday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the morning, you would have to obey it. And even if, say, you were a district employee, I'm going to use this one, and you knew, because you're the one that knows it all, right? There's nothing going on. They already left the school. And that was active? Nope. It is an active school zone. You would be required to obey the signage that is present. Where do we have some backup showing up on the map here? What do we got? That's routine stuff, guys, going on Lake Mary westbound. This is just to let us know, obviously, the delays are back after the holidays. They disappeared for a little bit. So, all right, so we're going to cruise through here northbound on Conway. And I want to go through this little school zone here because right now the speed limit is posted 45 miles an hour. Of course, if you're following this, we are live right now. Trooper Steve on patrol with WKMG News 6, live driving in our awesome machine, Results 1. Streaming school zones in the off hours. So northbound Conway, coming over Hoffner right now, and we're in the left travel lane. Speed limit drops to 40, so we'll get up to 40. And then you start to see some of these neon signs out here indicating, hey, watch out. So you see a school zone sign there. See it to the right? If that was flashing, I would now be in a active school zone as we passed Shenandoah Elementary School. Whether or not I thought, thunk, whatever, that if school was in session, if that light is flashing, you need to be obeying said laws. Period. Now, a lot of people might be going, man, Steve, you had to do a stream about this? Yes, because you needed to hear my mouth about this. Because I get asked this probably 10 times a year in different ways. And to be able to come out and explain it like this, it's a little easier. So, plain and simple, if a school zone is showing it is active, whether we were doing this stream at 1 o'clock in the morning, which we better not ever be doing a stream at 1 o'clock in the morning, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, it's active. And it doesn't matter whether you know why, it's because it was scheduled, so therefore it is active. And 316 point 1895 indicate all of that. What are some other things that you should know in a school zone? What have I not touched one bit while driving? I won't even touch it right now because it's mounted. And that is, what am I talking about? Can you see it? I wonder if you can see it. Let's see, can you see it? No, you can't see it from there. You can see my camera. My phone is mounted. Active school zone, active construction zone. State of Florida says you are not allowed to touch your phone. Well, Steve, I need to make an emergency phone call. Nope, you need to pull over. That is much stronger than the texting and driving law. That was a subsection added for enhancements to keep things safe, which was great. But active school zone, active construction zone, you are not allowed to touch your mobile device under any capacity, not even to change GPS, to do anything. So one last time, and this is basic, guys, and I know, and I'm sorry, but this is what Traffic World's about. If we're cruising out here, right now, 40 mile an hour, even during the daytime, during the summertime, if these lights were to start flashing within a summer school zone, it would be considered an active school zone, and I would be required by law to make sure that I am obeying what the speed is indicating. So here, I'm going to slow down just a little bit so you can see. It's showing that there's, look at that, crossing up ahead, flashing, stuff like that. If those signs were flashing, I would have to obey whatever rules were in place within this school zone. Some things before we wrap this up. It's going to be short and simple today. Ow, Lynx Bus, what are you doing? Why would you jump across like that? I never thought I'd be giving a Lynx Bus a clown doink, but doink, clown for you. So, oh my gosh, I just saw the clown count. We have, oh man, that is the best thing. That just made my day. Okay. That is great. Oh man, the producer just told me that there's a sound effect that goes with this. Oh, I love you guys. So, look, and the clown's just hanging out right there. So, school zones are super precious. You need to be paying attention anyway. Speeding fines or any type of moving violation within a school zone, fines are doubled. So average speeding tickets around $200. You'd be getting a $400 and something ticket and 4 points on your driver's license for a violation in a school zone. So you need to be paying attention. Same thing would apply in a construction zone. And let's be real. Some of these kids aren't paying attention, and it's not their fault. Youth, elementary, stuff like that. So you want to be extremely, extremely cautious all the time, because you just never know what they're going to do, and you are the one driving the car. So guys, no matter what, whether it's a summer, winter, or whatever, you need to, especially spring break, you need to be cautious in our school zones. I don't care if it's dark, if it's day, if it's 1 a.m., 1 p.m., you must make sure that you are paying attention in a school zone, and if the lights are flashing, it is considered a very active school zone and can be enforced. So you want to make sure that you're extremely aware of that. I just made a wrong turn, and I am currently headed into a dead end of a construction zone. So we are going to wrap this baby up. So again, thank you guys. School zones, you should be paying attention anyway. I don't care if the lights are flashing, but if they are flashing, then it is 100% enforceable, and you should be doing the speed limit that it does say. Whether it's 20 mile an hour, 15 mile an hour, I don't care. Because obviously something has been scheduled, and the school district and the local engineering department have understood that, so the lights have been scheduled to be active. So appreciate you guys today. Please drive safely. Have a great morning. If you're traveling through a school zone, whether it's active or not, be aware and be cautious. Hello, Duck. Have a great day. It's Tuesday. We still have a long week to kind of go and stuff to knock out throughout the week. So please make sure you're paying attention, driving safely, tuning into News 6. Give me a follow at Trooper Steve on all my social media platforms. Stay in the loop. Talk to you guys later.